Hey, what's up guys, Captain Jack here, and we are back on Bus Simulator 16. So, last week, as you remember, there was a slight failure in that we didn't complete this, even though I'm sure I've got 90% of the routes driven. I mean, what stops are untouched? 1, 2, I think it's just those 2 on this section. And then on this section we've got nope, none on there. 3. So 3 stops that aren't used. I think there may be a couple of routes that actually go past some stops and don't include them in their stoppage. Suburban route. Which was the suburban route here? So this includes all of the ones it goes past. The residential route includes all of the ones it goes past. The modern route, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 includes all of the ones that it goes past. Industrial route starts there, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, includes all the ones it goes past. Industrial route 2 doesn't include that one, so that one is missing. Central Station, Kings Road. But is that covered by... Yes, it is, so that is already used. You don't have to worry about that. And additional stops covers everything else. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Kings Road West isn't used, but it is used on the inner city route, I think. What's that blue one? That's the tourist route, okay. Yeah. 7, 8, 9, 10. Upper Milk Street's not used. 11, 12, 13. But I do believe, yeah, Upper Milk Street is covered by this route. So that goes 1. Mrs. Bakara Street. I think Bakara Street is covered by... Huh. Bakara route isn't covered by another route. So Bakara Street has to be added. That does that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. And then this one hits just about everything else it's possible to hit. That one I think is already used on another one. 7, 8, 9. Huh, so Kings Road West isn't used either. So we've got to add Bakara. Hang on, where did they go? Bakara Street, Kings Road West. In fact, Kings Road West I could just add to the tourist route. If I take off 9... Sorry, let's do edit. Nope, not that kind of edit. That kind of edit. Right. So I'll take that off. That off. That off. Then we can go there. 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 And there. So that one is now covered. Don't want to drive it yet. Bakara Street. Seeing as none of these routes actually need to be on a time limit anymore. Fast Route 1. Because I don't want to just go and redo all the routes. I want to just sort of get the achievements first, because I've had some information from a viewer who has told me that that it doesn't matter about the end game, because there's other characters that you can get missions from, not just the old guy. I don't want that one. Why do they go up there? This way. Then this way. Oh, no, then that one. Then that one. Then that one. That covers most of them. That only leaves this one, which just has to be in a difficult position. I mean, it couldn't have gone somewhere easier. So we're safe. That one. So that's Baccarat Street done. Church Street South can be added to this, like, basic route here. We can just start off there. Edit. Let's just remove all these. There we go, because it doesn't have to fit into a specific timetable anymore. But it does mean I've got a whole lot more driving to do now. That covers most of them. So I've got to redo tourist route. That's going to be long. Fast route, that shouldn't be too bad. And suburban route. It is literally just Upper Moat Street now, I think. Or am I missing one still? I think they were all covered. Yeah, I think it is just Upper Moat Street. But I mean, that's got to be 90% now, surely. Have at least 90% of the bus stops be a part of your routes driven by you and your drivers. Well, I have enough drivers to cover 7 routes and 7 buses. So, I'm pretty much covered. So that's been driven by someone. That is. Additional stops isn't. That is. And that is, right. So additional stops is the one I'm going to have to drive. Eventually. But tourist route isn't too bad. Neither's fast route. That's a 14. That's a 22. Okay, so tourist is quite long. Suburban is quite long as well. Jeez. Didn't realise these are all such long routes. Well, I'm going to do suburban, I think. Get that one knocked out. Then that can be taken over. Then I'll do these two. And then... I mean, these two are going to be done in either one very long or 2 separate episodes. And then I've just got to drive my route again. Unless I have enough money to hire another driver by that point. I've got to drive my route by then again to get that achievement. So we've just extended this series anyway. Woohoo! But on the other note that I was just talking about, there are other people around, which I do remember seeing now. There was always a guy hanging around outside the depot who wanted to invite me to something, and apparently there's other people in other places. So there is actually a lot more to do in this game that I didn't realise. So we won't be stopping it anytime soon. For those of you that absolutely love it, which I know there is at least a couple. Woohoo for you. Anyway, let's get down to the driving, shall we? And, yeah. Suburban route. Drive. So we're going to do quick start. And we'll get in our Man's Lion City. Or Man Lion City, not Man's Lion City. You know what I mean. If it wants to load, which takes forever. Yay, there we go. Right, now just got to remember what all the buttons do. So left is doors, right is nothing. Up is lights, down is that. Okay, cool. So, we'll get this one knocked out. And then next episode we'll do maybe 2, but probably just the 1. So, yeah. I mean, I don't want to do too much in one episode and have to be boring, but a couple of drives might not be too bad. We'll see how I feel on that nearer the time. Could end up being a lot of fun. And at some point this week or weekend, as in this week and weekend for you guys, from this comes out on a Tuesday, so yeah, at some point during this week for you guys, I will be streaming again. But it'll only be a test stream because I need to get everything ready for No Man's Sky on the 12th. Which will be fun. Is Lyric seriously? No one's getting on the bus. Okay, screw you guys then. No, I want to follow the dark blue route, don't I? Come on, lights. Hey, there we go. Oh, it's such a pain getting this vision straight again. There we go, it's not bad. Yep, this is the right way. Woohoo! I do love going the right way. Ignore my crazy driving. I'm just trying to do this as smoothly as possible. And stopped.
Church Street South.
Can I have a ticket, please?
You can have as many tickets as you like, as long as you pay for them. So you want a student one trip? Print. And you want that, and that, and that.
Thank you, dear.
You're welcome. You just call me dear. It's a bit weird. And just slowly does it. Oh, slight nudge at the curb, but much better than I would usually do. I likes it. I like it a lot.
Stop. Gentian Street.
Gentian Street. Ping! Like to get off, please.
Gentian Street.
Come on, people. Come and get your tickets. Tickets! Tickets, please! No one's buying one. Wow. Oh, helps if you shut the doors. It might be a warm day. I suppose I could leave them open for people.
Next stop.
Don't pull out in front of me. Oh, by the way, God. Oops. Don't stop like that. Goddamn drunk drivers. As I was saying, by the way, I've had a chance to look at Phone Bus Simulator. And, yeah, it's got potential. It's not a bad game by any measure. It just has some bugs.
I can't believe you tapped like on that picture.
And at the point I saw it, it was 20 days from release.
It was an accident.
And it did feel more like it was about 20 days after. Oops. It did seem more like it was about 20 days into its alpha. It was very, very buggy. There was so much going wrong, and I was very surprised that it was a game that was 20 days from release. But that being said, it's certainly not a bad looking game. The ideas they've had, the way they've made it, the things it allows you to do, is brilliant. It's very ingenious. I love it. The problem is that they have actually built the game, quite well, but I think they may have got a bit, like they may have struggled in a few places and let it get the better of them, and then they've tried to fix it and it looks like it's just made it worse. And it's one of those situations where I think it's kind of just it's all got on top of them at the last minute, and they released a big patch just before I saw it. But just previous to the point I saw it, it had just had a massive update, and it's still, that seems to have broken more stuff. So I think hopefully they're going to spend from that point the next 20 days. I don't know how many days they've got left now, not many. But they're going to spend the next 20 days from their point of view getting it fixed. Regular week, okay. 33, have 2, thank you. Yeah, hopefully they're going to get it fixed, because if they get, I mean, it's only like 2 or 3 bugs actually, but they are such bad bugs that, wow, that come on. Oh, okay, you need to right click.
Of course, I'll step
Why would you
out.
stand there, you idiot? Moron. But yeah, it's only like 2 or 3 actual bugs, but they're just bad ones. If they get them fixed, it is actually going to be probably one of the best
Next stop.
passenger moving simulators out there, because it fits beautifully between this and OMSI. It's got much better graphics than OMSI, but not as good vehicle graphics, because all of the buses themselves in OMSI are laid out beautifully, and every single control has to be done perfectly. It's not as much attention to detail as that, but it does look a lot better than this. It's not as cartoony as this is.
Hey, the other day
And oh, go away! I barely touched the curb.
found this pretty awesome game
And the
called Son of Nor.
like the driving physics and stuff are better than this.
Sage person trying to stop the extinction of your people.
I mean, as I said, I think the best way I can describe it is that it fits
St. Paul's Church.
beautifully between this and OMSI. Does some things better than both, some things not as good as both. I'm not trying to like give you a review or anything. I'm just saying that this is how I see the game personally for myself. Regular one trip. This is sort of like my thought process that I was thinking. Oops.
Thank you very much.
This is the thought process I was using when I was weighing up whether I wanted to get it when it finally comes out. And at the moment, maybe not. I might wait until the bugs are fixed. Until I have confirmation that the bugs are fixed. But it certainly does look like a very good game.
Next stop. Great
Definitely worth a try once the bugs are fixed. Then it's going to be absolutely epic. And I mean, as I'm sort of comparing it to this in OMSI, but I mean, it doesn't really fit the same model because these are bus simulators and it's a coach simulator. And I know you might be thinking, what's the difference? Well, the difference is coaches tend to do long journeys between cities, whereas buses do small to long bus routes within and sometimes also between cities. But buses and coaches are very different vehicles. They have different purposes. And the only other company that I know of currently that is knowledgeable, that I know of, that is making a coach simulator is SES with Eurocoach. But as I haven't actually heard anything about that in a long time, I can only assume they've given up on it, or it's just been put to the back burner while they get France ready for ETS2.
I think I'll get a ticket valid for the whole day.
Regular day. Ooh, will you? Aren't you posh? So you're going to want 340.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Yeah, I know it just sounds like I'm kind of rambling on now and I'm going to shut up, but that was just my 2 cents, as it were.
Next stop. Crowns Rest Street.
Crowns Rest Street. Let's be naughty and turn off the speed limiter. Woo! Speeding! Oh yeah!
Very lousy.
Oh, come on. I didn't go that fast. Goddamn passengers. It's a good thing I'm not desperately trying to make money right now.
Crowns Rest Street.
Oh, nearly closed the door on some people. Come on, in you get. Thank you. Yep, looks like it was just there. Let's go. One more stop left, I think, or two. I can't remember.
Next stop, Rake Street East.
Yeah, I think it's 2 stops remaining. Why have I suddenly lost all speed? Oh, I see the speed limit changed. Good thing the auto speed knew that.
Rake Street East.
2 tickets, please.
2 student 1 trips. What am I looking at? That's what I'm looking at. Going blind. 10, 2, 4, 6, 7, 20.
Thanks. Have a great day.
Thank you, I will. Last stop coming up.
Next stop, Garden Lane.
Would you judge
Next
any
stop,
class to
Garden
the
Lane.
suburbs?
Make sure to take
I
all of your
definitely
belongings
still
with
like
you before
but
stepping off the
I doubt
bus.
you would sleep over. Never mind. Forget what I said.
Nearly there. Hey, people on the street. Just want to go wide and then cut in late. Oh, that was a bit wider than I meant to go. I'm glad there was no traffic coming the other way. Right.
Garden Lane.
I think some things are pretty safe to say at this point. I've got a few more runs to go before I get to that end point from the basic missions. And that I suck at driving. Which I'm perfectly happy to admit. Because I really do suck at driving in this game. And remember, we've got a few routes missing at the moment where I've just had to redo them. So I haven't made a lot of money. But at some point, I'm going to hit this because we're definitely going to make that much when we get one of our good routes. But Suburban Route is back online now. Additional stops, that's my one, so I can do that one last. Fast Route and Tourist Route are to be done next. And then you will be mine. I will have my key to the city. But yeah, that's it from me anyway. I hope you've enjoyed this lovely little episode and my crazy driving. And I forgot to turn off my Steam notifications, so that's all good. Yeah, so that's it from me for this episode today. I thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, and bye-bye.